And thanks to all who are listening. I'm going to read a little bit at the top. If you want a high-quality software system, you must ensure each of its parts is of high quality. Today, we go beyond that statement with interest in high quality relative to software systems and in all other respects. Please make yourself comfortable. The slides you are about to see are intentionally few and non-flashy. This talk involves a little reading, however, is mostly about listening and thinking. Print is small on a couple slides where the intention is primarily to share the idea that there are volumes of related items. Ideally, getting comfortable will help you enjoy this type of talk plan for today, a last lecture. Hopefully, within the next 70 minutes or so, you will take away something to think about. The essence of the notion you will learn about is a change of culture and mindset that begins first within oneself and therefore is built on a foundation of quality within the individuals involved. Following the webinar, you should, however, listen again and read and think about each slide. If you need help accessing provided links, including to a couple of relevant videos, feel free to email me. This last lecture is ultimately about the quality movement and an ongoing journey within it. We're all increasingly moved towards becoming more one on the notion of continually making quality more inherent from any perspective, and with the ultimate intent of generating pervasive hope, value, and infinite beneficial possibilities by enabling the lives and the dreams of others, of everyone, including future generations. This talk is essentially a speech, not a fancy slideshow or workshop, but a lecture kind of shared like a story that ideally gets you thinking. With November 11th in mind, and with the Philippines as well, please join me in a moment of silence to remember the lives that have been lost. And during this moment, please take a moment to read the following slide. The quote you just read was provided in response to a reading of It's Possible, and we will read it a bit later. For now, I would like you to also take a moment and read the slides on this screen to further help us set the tone from the top. Next, I would like you to humor me and I'm asking you to close your eyes for a quick exercise. Imagine a place you love dearly, a place that you feel you could describe as being of inherent quality. Briefly, reflect on its innate characteristics. As possible examples, simplicity and beauty. Now begin to ponder what could threaten it, and how quality may be made more intrinsic and pervasive to protect or to improve it. You can open your eyes now, but let's continue using your imagination. For example, imagine the year 2020 being some type of positive inflection point that significantly increases global quality and correspondingly significantly reduces risk, such as in relation to climate change and other major concerns. To help you draw related images, after the talk, look up and read information on the UN Millennium Development Goals and also on a study that of what could be the case from a climate change perspective by 2047. Next, let's imagine repeating our exercise, but this time picturing a person you feel you could describe as being of inherent quality, perhaps a loved one. Imagine now reflecting on their innate characteristics as possible examples: compassion and humility. And then imagine reflecting on interrelated risks, threats, and possible quality improvements. Imagine now repeating the exercise for other things you feel you could describe as being of inherent quality, as possible examples: a product, a service. Imagine reflecting on their innate characteristics and interrelated risks, threats, and possible quality improvements. Now imagine going deeper or farther and repeating the exercise for more things, such as a piece of data, a team, a tool, a process, a project, a business unit, a company, a culture, a society, the environment, and even humanity. Imagine next getting a group or groups together to form one or more quality circles for particular subject areas, business units, domains, and so on, and to kick off some related brainstorming for a plan, do, check, act type of quality improvement cycle. Imagine the group having prior reflected on the notion of inherent quality, such as by reading Inherent Quality Simplicity. IQS, for short. In case new to you, IQS attempted to share in part an ongoing exploration of mine into the notion of inherent quality. The first 100 pages of the ebook, self-published 2010, were actually the content of the original book that was published, self-published 2007. The ebook, however, provided additional content, a list of 20 proposed inherent quality management principles. The ebook also included positive quotes about IQS that were provided by a number of accomplished individuals, including an IBM fellow. The IQS ebook, 105 pages cover to cover, drew from an original 400-plus page manuscript self-published in 2006. That manuscript began a self-directed research with findings and thinking recorded progressively for slightly more than 20 years. Briefly drawing from the manuscript, prologue, page 15, like all aspects of evolutionary genetics and molecular genetics combined, inherent quality-related discoveries will occur as inherent quality gradually becomes more understood and studied, and as it gradually changes and causes change. Page 29 shares some of what it means and does. Pages 30 to 34, some aims, goals, and what it recognizes. Pages 36 to 65, important points for key decision makers. Organizations interested in implementing it should ensure a common foundation. Fully implemented, it shall be intrinsically and pervasively within and throughout practices, resources, tools, and overall success formulas, and managed inherently through a means which keeps costs down yet actually increases quality, and that it is a key to managing inherent risk and ensuring means exist to inherently add value. The section on value add, page 68, talks of measuring it. Page 84 about being a mindset that promotes value add. Page 91 that it ensures quality is built in. Page 103 that one way to get started is by appointing a senior quality resource. Page 109 about control objectives for information and related technology and enterprise risk management. Page 116 about capability maturity. Pages 128 to 129 about promoting the practice and benefits of it. Page 131 about elevating individuals, products, processes, and organizations. Page 142 about team and personal processes and engineers providing technical expertise and accountability. Page 147 about SEI's PSP block and the economics of quality. Pages 162 to 164 about personal reviews and inspections being an effective and efficient way to help ensure it, and about personal reviews should ideally be proceeded proceed traditional forms of testing, and about code reviews being performed prior to testing. Page 167 about metrics, and jumping to pages 420 to 431 about qual IT or quality survey line items. Anyway, along the journey, parts of the manuscript were shared progressively with various individuals and organizations. Some had eventually suggested a website be created, so inherentquality.com was born. On it, a great deal of sharing occurred prior to archiving the content for book publishing. As one example, the sharing included a blog series done in collaboration with ISACA